Sometimes a choice can be a bad thing, and that's what the opposition in India is finding out the hard way. The Ram Temple invites sent out to members of I.N.D.I.A. are proving to be more of something that is to be rejected than RSVP'd. Because the Ram Temple is now a reality, and it's a topic that cannot be ducked anymore. It literally is a political hot potato for members of the opposition. Worse, even silence is not politically convenient anymore. Each party in the opposition alliance is today being asked to declare, are you at the Ram Temple in January or not? For the Congress, for example, this challenge came not from the BJP or anyone in the right or the Vishwa Hindu Parishad, but from a group that supports them in Kerala. A Muslim group whose support will be essential for the Congress to perform well in Kerala and for Rahul Gandhi in particular in Wayanad during the Lok Sabha polls. We will tell you about the Wayanad connection in just a bit, but first let's elaborate what this notice given to the Congress is. A group called the Samast Kerala Jamiatul Ulema, commonly just known as Samast, has written a stern warning to the Congress in its party mouthpiece. Samast, by the way, is the backbone of Congress's ally IUML in Kerala and is responsible for the Muslim vote staying with the party. In its mouthpiece, the Samast gently rebuked the Congress for not rejecting the Mandir invite outright, saying that this is a BJP trap. It also warned that if the Congress practices soft Hindutva of the kind that Kamal Nath displayed in Madhya Pradesh, calling Hindu seers, announcing that he is going to build a Hanuman temple, it will only end up helping the BJP, and leaders like Sonia Gandhi must take a firm stand like the CPM and reject the consecration invite altogether. What is most interesting is that Samast also says that the January 22 ceremony is actually a litmus test to convert India into Hindu Rashtra, and the Congress must decide where it stands in this litmus test.
അത്തരം കാര്യങ്ങളിലൊക്കെ ഇന്ത്യ മുന്നണിക്ക് കൃത്യമായ സ്റ്റാൻഡ് ഉണ്ടാവും. അവർ കൂടിയിരുന്ന് ആലോചിച്ച് തീരുമാനിക്കും. ഞങ്ങളും ഇതിൽ പങ്കാളികളാണല്ലോ. അല്ല, നമുക്ക് ആലോചിക്കാനും പറയാനുള്ള ഒരു കഴിവും പ്രാപ്തിയും ഒക്കെ കോൺഗ്രസിനില്ല. അവരുടെ മറുപടി അവർ പറയും. അവർ പറയട്ടെ. അവരെ മറുപടി വന്നതിന് ശേഷം മുസ്ലിം ലീഗ് പ്രതികരിക്കും.
See, it's a confusion not merely about whether to attend or not. It's basically a political and ideological confusion. It's related to their political and ideological position towards communalism in general and Hindutva in particular. So this confusion has been there all along in the history.
യുപിയിൽ നയിക്കുന്ന സമാജ്വാദി പാർട്ടിയാണ്. ആ സമാജ്വാദി പാർട്ടി പങ്കെടുക്കുന്ന പ്രഖ്യാപിച്ചു കഴിഞ്ഞു. അതോടൊപ്പം തന്നെ ഉദ്ധവ് താക്കറെ വിഭാഗം ശിവസേനയും പങ്കെടുക്കുന്നുണ്ട്. ഇപ്പോൾ കോൺഗ്രസ്സിന് പാർട്ടിക്കുള്ളിലും ഇന്ത്യ മുന്നണിയിലെ കക്ഷികളുമായിട്ടും കൂടിയാലോചിച്ച് ഉചിതമായൊരു തീരുമാനം പാർട്ടിയുടെ ദേശീയ നേതൃത്വം സ്വീകരിക്കും. അതിൽ കേരളത്തിലെ പാർട്ടിയുടെ വികാരം ഞങ്ങൾ ശ്രീ കെ സി വേണുഗോപാലിനെ അറിയിച്ചിട്ടുണ്ട്. ഒരു കാരണവശാലും അതിൽ പങ്കെടുക്കരുതെന്നാണ് കേരളത്തിലെ പാർട്ടി നേതൃത്വത്തിൻ്റെ തീരുമാനം.
But the Congress is not the only one. All parties, as of right now, barring the Trinamool and the left, have continued to drag their feet, to waffle, to refuse to commit on where they stand vis-a-vis the Ram Temple invite. Their concern is natural, and it's really something that nobody wants to say in the open, but it's quite apparent. All of these parties depend on the Muslim voters. Do they want to alienate the Muslim vote by being in Ayodhya on January 22nd? Obviously not. So, most are ducking behind the excuse that this event is a political one. It's not a religious one, or even they say that they will go at a time of their own choosing, not when the BJP asks them to. But the real trauma is that of the Shiv Sena. They have always projected themselves as the Hindutvawadi party, more Hindu than even the BJP. But today it doesn't know what to do. So from first claiming credit for the entire Ram Mandir movement, today we are at a juncture where Sanjay Raut is saying, what is even the big deal about the 22nd of January? उसमें तो कोई पवित्रता ही नहीं है. Listen.
प्रत्येक वेळेला ते रामलल्लाच्या नावानं मतं मागतात. हां, जणू का राम मंदिराची मालकी यांच्याकडेच आहे अशा पद्धतीनं ते त्यांचं राजकारण सुरू आहे. मग त्यांची प्रॉपर्टी आहे का, हा एक प्रश्न आहे. रामलल्लाच्या मंदिरासाठी सगळ्यात पहिली मोठं दान जर कोणी दिलं असेल तर शिवसेनेने दिलं आहे. अयोध्येत जाऊन उद्धव ठाकरे यांनी शिवसेनेच्या वतीनं 1 कोटी रुपये दिले. सरकार है बीजेपी की यूपी में और दिल्ली में, तो मुझे लगता है प्रभु श्री राम को एक तरह से किडनैप कर दिया है. तो हम क्या बैठे हैं क्या इनविटेशन का इंतजार करके? ये चुनाव का जुमला है. अब उनको कौन रोकेगा? तो जो करना उनको कर दीजिए. तो इनविटेशन की बात है, आपको आया क्या, आपको नहीं आया क्या, क्या करना है भाई? ये बीजेपी एक अपना खुद का उत्सव और प्रचार या सभा रैली ये कर रही है, उसमें पवित्रता कहाँ है?
तो सर आप लोग उसके बाद जाएंगे?
जरूर जाएंगे, क्यों नहीं जाएंगे? बीजेपी का कार्यक्रम खत्म होने के बाद जाएंगे.
So the big question is this: is this the Wayanad model that is prompting the silence of the top Congress leadership, Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary, Mallikarjun Kharge and Mrs. Sonia Gandhi, about whether they will be in Ayodhya for the Ram temple consecration? Is a collective Mandir boycott the only way out for members of I.N.D.I.A? The pretext may be very different, but eventually the result will be the same, and most importantly, will the people be buying those pretexts? Joining us on the debate, we have Guru Prakash, national spokesperson of the BJP, JVC Sriram, political strategist and commentator, Abbas Haider, national spokesperson of Samajwadi Party, advocate Talha Rashadi, spokesperson of the Rashtriya Ulema Council. But my first question is to Rohan Mitra, who's a political analyst, supports the Congress. Rohan Mitra, it's interesting that the challenge is coming, or the warning rather, is not coming from your political opponent, but an ally. Where Samarth saying in Kerala, you are going to fall into a BJP trap. Why aren't you rejecting the Mandir invite?
Very good evening, Padmaja. Padmaja, I want to ask you a quick question first. I'll answer your questions. Sure. I want to know what is your and Times Now. I mean, when I say yours, is this a political event or is this a religious event? This Ram Mandir event. 22nd of Jan. What is it?
If you're asking for my personal opinion, it's a religious event.
Is there a RSVP? I don't know because I haven't got the invite.
I haven't got the invite
It
either.
is a religious event.
But as a purely lay person, I think it's a religious event.
I haven't got the invite. Right. Okay, thank you. I expected that from you. So, when it's a religious event, when there is no RSVP on the invite, why are we speculating that what is going to happen on the 22nd? As this question was put to Mr. Venugopal earlier during his press conference, and he said he's grateful that these people have invited. And first of all, this temple is being built, the Ram Mandir is being built because the Supreme Court has a verdict that the Ram Mandir has to be built over there. So
that is fine.
There is no two ways on this.
I am not asking you the question. I never thought I would say this, but I am for today the mouthpiece of the Muslim League, and they and Samarth are actually asking you the question. So let's just say I'm asking you the question on their behalf. Here is what Samarth is saying.
Okay,
Here is what Samarth is saying. Let me read out for your benefit. Here is what they are saying. And remember, their support is very crucial for Mr. Gandhi in particular to win in Wayanad. Here is what they are saying. The Congress's stand that the party can attend the ceremony is only meant to prevent depletion of Hindu votes in North India. It is this soft Hindutva approach of the Congress that has taken the party, which ruled the country for 36 years, to the present situation. If the Congress does not review its stand, the BJP will retain power in the Lok Sabha elections of 2024 as well. Answer them.
No, I was coming to that. So I clearly told you, Padmaja, this is the temple is being built because the Supreme Court wants the temple to be built over there. There was a court case which was going on, and it was clear in the Supreme Court that this was the best solution, and the Congress party accepted that solution. So for anybody to say, see, I mean, this IUML or whoever might that be, they can have their own opinion about what the politics of India might be, what the numbers might be, there was a soft Hindutva or a Muslim appeasement. They can say whatever they need to say because it is their politics. For you or for anybody to say that Mr. Rahul Gandhi depends on the Muslim votes in Wayanad, we clearly reject that kind of a statement, because Rahul Gandhi's approach to politics has been, and this is what the BJP talks about, sabka saath, sabka vikas. There is no division, there is no looking at particular communities while coming as a political party.
Actually, I didn't say that. It was Mr. Asaduddin Owaisi who said that it's the 30% Muslims of Kerala who made Mr. Gandhi win. Otherwise, he would have met the same fate as he did in Amethi. But just to put the statistics out there, here is what even political analysts have said about what the vote share in Wayanad is like, and possibly why the Congress needs the Muslim League to support them in Kerala. Let's take a look only at the Wayanad Lok Sabha seat and how the population demographics there add up. You've got 44.85% of Muslims in Wayanad. There are various assembly constituencies that make up this Lok Sabha seat, and 4 out of those assembly constituencies are Muslim dominated. Hindus are at 41.3% and Christians are at 12.9%, and which is the reason why this 44% is extremely important. That is the reason why, Rohan Mitra, I said that the Wayanad model, which is what IUML is saying, is prompting the Congress's silence.
Let me just finish. Yes, okay. No, I just want to answer you. Mr. Asaduddin Owaisi is not an ally of the Congress. Mr. Asaduddin Owaisi is not the voice for the Muslims of India, and definitely not of Kerala. And please get this, your data might show that there is heavy percentage of Muslims in Wayanad, but the Congress doesn't go out to the people of Wayanad or in any other state just to say that, you know, you belong to the Muslim community, you belong to the Christian community, you belong to the Hindu community, you belong to the Sikh community, and you must vote for us. Please, get this away from this.
Just out of curiosity, again to draw you back to what Samast has said, do you agree with them?
Ram belongs to everyone. It's a religious event.
Ram belongs to everyone. That's good to know. But do you agree with them when they say, and I quote, leaders like the CPM General Secretary Sitaram Yechuri have the wisdom to understand that Jan 22 ceremony is a litmus test to convert India into a Hindu Rashtra. Do you agree with that?
Padmaja, I have lived in Bengal. I have seen 34 years of CPIM rule, so I know what their stand is on any religious events. So I don't want to comment on what Mr. Yechuri's decision is. I'm going to tell you, this is a free country. Everyone has an opinion. They can say, they can write to the Congress party that you must do this, you must do that. The Congress party, as a political party of India, will take its decision, and I'm sure that the Congress party will send its representatives on the 22nd.
Okay. Well, congrats for that kind of confidence. Guru Prakash, is this being turned into a, like there's a patriotism test, which many accuse the BJP of. This is being turned into some kind of Hinduism test. Are you a true Hindu? Then you will be there. If you are not there, then you're not a true Hindu.
No, Padmaja, I don't think we are even qualified to give a certificate of a true Hindu or not. But I have a different point, Padmaja. And if you allow me to ask you a question, when the Prime Minister of India in 2007 said इस देश के संसाधनों पे पहला हक मुसलमानों का है, was it a political statement or a religious statement? When Shah Bano verdict, a very progressive Supreme Court judgment empowering the widows of, divorced women of Muslim community, when they were empowered, a law was brought to reverse that judgment. Was it a political move or a religious move? When satanic verses, it was nowhere banned in the entire world. It was banned in India under the pressure of Maulvis and Maulanas. Was it a political move or a religious move? When the Somnath temple was being renovated, the then Prime Minister of India, Jawaharlal Nehru, objected the first President of India, Rajendra Prasad ji, to even go there. Was it a political move or religious move? You cannot. This is a historical, remarkable movement, Padmaja, for more than 100 crore Hindus across the world. It is a moment of civilizational renaissance. It is a cultural moment. How can you even think of bracketing this entire remarkable movement as a political or a religious movement? I don't understand this poverty of imagination of the entire Congress leadership. ये देश के हिंदुओं के स्वाभिमान से जुड़ा मुद्दा है. हमने क्या क्या नहीं किया है. हमने सर्वोच्च बलिदान दिया है. आप भूल गए क्या? कोठारी बंधुओं ने शहीद हो गए थे वो इस आंदोलन के लिए. उन्होंने अपना सर्वस्व बलिदान दिया. और today the Congress leadership, they have the audacity to say that ये political event है, religious event है. It is much more than that. It is once in a generation thing. After 500 years of struggle, after 500 years of sacrifice, finally the time has come for more than 100 crore Hindus in India across the world when we will be a witness to the historical participation of Ram Lalla temple consecration.
Okay, Rohan, respond to this. All of these examples stated by Guru Prakash, eventually the message is that ultimately you may pussyfoot around the real reason, but it is the fear of Muslim backlash, which, for example, IUML is not afraid of vocalizing, which is prompting the Congress's silence. He gave a number of examples. Add to that what Narasimha Rao wrote in Half Lion in his book. He himself wrote that in 1949, Pandit Nehru tried to get the then Chief Minister of Uttar Pradesh to remove the idols of Ram Lalla from inside the temple. Your own Prime Minister has written it, P.V. Narasimha Rao, in his book.
Padmaja.
And Nehruji did it apparently after he got calls from Muslim leaders, from Muslim religious leaders. He said, ye aap hataiye, idols andar se hataiye. It was the Chief Minister who refused.
Is this documented? I mean, this
it is documented. You can read P.V. Narasimha Rao's book,
which I just received from you.
It is P.V. Narasimha Rao's book, Half Lion.
Okay. I haven't read it, so
not Half Lion. Sorry, that is not P.V. Narasimha Rao's book. Ayodhya. P.V. Narasimha Rao's book, Ayodhya. My bad. Yes, go on.
Insider.
Okay. I'm sorry, I haven't read that book, so I will take your word on it. My quick counter on the previous point made by the BJP spokesperson. He said that, the struggle has been going on for the last 500 years. I'm going to tell him first and foremost that the Congress party was struggling to get India independence for 200 years against the British rule. So while he was fighting for this, the building the Ram temple in Ayodhya, first of all, he should have been fighting the British to get the British out of India so that India becomes an independent country, which it became in 1947. So any of this data which he says, the 500 years struggle and everything, I'm sorry, I don't want to have that, I don't accept that argument on his behalf. Anyways, that's my point of view.
One at a time, please, let's not get sidetracked. Please, Rohan Mitra, stick to the subject.
No, I'm sticking to the subject. Why? If he's saying that the 500-year struggle of Hindus, then where was the struggle in fighting for the independence of this nation? Where was the struggle?
Sir, can you please come to the topic? Can we please come to the topic, or do you want to evade it constantly? The 5 examples quoted.
I am talking.
The simple question to you is
somebody
it the
going
pressure?
Back 500 years in history,
is it
and
the
you are
pressure?
telling me that I cannot
I'll have to bring down everyone's audio for 10 seconds just to bring the debate back on track. The simple question being asked of you is it the pressure of the Muslim vote bank which is prompting the Congress's silence? That's the simple question. Please answer.
Padmaja, I clearly answered your question. When it was my time, I clearly answered your question that Mr. Rahul Gandhi does not believe in, going to people and saying that your community. See, you said that it was Mr. Asaduddin Owaisi who thinks that Rahul Gandhi won in Wayanad because of the Muslim votes. The Congress never said that the Muslim was the ones who voted for us, the Hindu didn't vote for us. First of all, in Kerala, the Hindu doesn't even vote for the BJP. So what is the BJP talking about?
Okay, so this is a misnomer. JVC Sriram, it's a misnomer to suggest that the Muslim vote has got anything to do with the Congress's choices. They are all about Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas.
Wonderful. Wonderful example given by him. But I want to remind the viewers that when a reporter asked if IUML is a secular party, the Wayanad MP said, yes, IUML is a secular party. Why are you saying it is a communal party? When the whole world knows that Indian Union Muslim League, what they stand for, a party which had governed India for over 5 decades, a party which claims to have been most powerful in this country, is dependent upon a fringe element today, and the fringe element called Indian Union Muslim League dictates what Congress party should do at Ayodhya. Now, this is because of the kind of, association which Congress party and Rahul Gandhi had, and the dependence they had on to win an Lok Sabha MP seat. If Mr. Rahul Gandhi had the courage, He could have contested any other seat. If even a child would know that in Wayanad, with a heavy Muslim population, how Rahul Gandhi won. And my friend talks about in Bengal. In Bengal, there are 11 seats which have got more than 30% of Muslim population. Out of those 11 seats, which are the 2 seats which Congress party won? One is Malda Dakshin. How much Muslim population? 58.8. 2 is Bagrampur. How much is Muslim population? 52%. Now the party is left. It was a party which used to appease minorities. But today, the Congress party is dependent on the votes of minority, particularly the Muslims, to ensure that they at least send probably a dozen or 24 or 40 MPs to the parliament. They're totally dependent. State after state after state. You take the case of Uttar Pradesh, you take the case of Kerala, you take the case of West Bengal, you take the case of Assam. Where do they win? Where are they contesting? Where are they in the race? They are in the race only when the Muslim population starts exceeding. And who is responsible for this? For the kind of statements which this party has made. Like Manmohan Singh, the panelist before me spoke. When the Prime Minister of the country says Muslims and minorities have the right, the first right towards the access of the resources of this country, then what do you expect? Do you expect the so-called even secular Indians to support Congress party? Probably the Congress party's supporter here thinks otherwise. But the whole nation knows today SP Samajwadi Party, they have conducted an internal survey that shows that Muslim votes in probably Uttar Pradesh probably could move away from Samajwadi Party towards the Congress party. And that is the reason why he's sitting even in that I.N.D.I.A block. It is a complete fact that whatever number of MPs go, it is only because of the minority population.
Okay, interesting. I think Samajwadi Party and Congress both need to respond to this, but I want to bring in Talha Rashadi. Talha Rashadi, is it fair that parties like the Samajwadi Party, the Congress, इनको अब directly बोला जा रहा है कि आप नहीं जा सकते जनवरी में, नहीं तो मुस्लिम नाराज हो जाएंगे, नहीं तो आप हिंदुत्व ट्रैप में फंस जाएंगे? उनकी अपनी भी तो श्रद्धा हो सकती है.
बिल्कुल श्रद्धा तो हो सकती है. It's very clear anyone can have their shraddha in anything. The question here is that why do they want to play on the BJP's pitch? If they want to play the soft Hindutva role, they should come clear on that. Be it Congress, be it Samajwadi Party, or be it any other so-called secular parties. If they want to play the Hindutva card, they should openly play it.
No, but why is it being called soft Hindutva? Isn't that the definition of secular? That they can go to a temple also and they can appeal to Muslims and they can work for the benefit of Muslims.
Exactly, Padmaja. But just a few moments ago, the BJP spokesperson and the other persons sitting on this panel was quoting the Shabano case, the statement of Manmohan Singh about the minorities, and a few more examples. I just want to ask them, on the inauguration of each and every government buildings, there is this Nariyal and this Havan Pujan being done. Does the constitution allow this? No, the constitution doesn't allow this. The government is sponsoring the whole Kumbh Mela is sponsored by the government. Does anyone have any objection on that? No. You have stopped the Hajj subsidy, but you will give subsidy for different dharmic yatras, right from Madhya Pradesh government to UP government to central government. There's no objection on that.
What's your point?
You will have Saraswati
what does this have to do with the Ram temple?
You will have Saraswati Vandana on each and every Sarkari events, but no one can object that. But you will quote, you will keep on quoting the 20 years, 50 years, 30 years judgment about Shabano case, about triple talaq, about this and that. You will involve into our Sharai matters, our personal law matters. You will change the laws, but there's no objection. You will cut down the minorities scholarship, but
what is your point, sir?
But the point here is that this Tushtikaran of the Hindu Janta should stop. And the secular parties, if they want to play the Hindu card, they should come clear.
Okay, interesting. Respond to this, Guru Prakash. You are doing pandering to Hindu vote. So secular parties or non-BJP parties are being told you take a hard pro-Muslim stand. Guru Prakash, you have ghettoized.
No, Padmaja, I think the DNA of Indian democracy is premised in the Indian voter. And as a political person, I don't have that level of wisdom to question the verdict of the Indian people. My friend may claim to have better intellectual faculties, that he is questioning the wisdom of the Indian people. I don't do that. सिर्फ तुष्टीकरण की वजह से हमें वोट मिल जाता है. I don't understand. This is beyond my comprehension. And he clearly has some problems with some of the things he mentioned. He has problem with coconut. He has problem with Saraswati Vandana. He even has problem with the Supreme Court verdict that empowered the divorced Muslim women. He even has problem with the triple talaq provision that is empowering our Muslim sisters. I'm sure he is aware of the fact. Speaking of data, speaking of development, more than 40% more Muslim women are now getting enrolled in schools and colleges at the higher education level. After the revocation of Article 370, our women in Jammu and Kashmir, they are more empowered. They have right in succession. They have right to job. They have right to develop. But I don't understand this manasikta of yours. What is this manasikta? You are accusing us of Tushtikaran when you are doing the Tushtikaran.
Okay, very
For
quickly,
us, it is the Tushtikaran of 140 crore people of India. For us, it is the Tushtikaran of 140 crore people of India. We don't
The learned spokesperson of BJP is quoting me. When he quoted us, when he quoted about the different issues, he had no worries. But when I rebut him, he started playing victim card. Mr. Modi, the Prime Minister of India, is inaugurating the Ram Mandir. Will Mr. Modi inaugurate a masjid? Will he do an inauguration for a mosque? Can the BJP spokesperson answer that? Can he say that our Prime Minister will do? A secular country, a constitutional designation of the Prime Minister. Does the Constitution of India allow to perform?
Sir, more than 8 Islamic nations have conferred the topmost civilian honor to Prime Minister Narendra Modi. More than 8 Islamic nations, declared Islamic nations, have conferred the topmost civilian honors on Prime Minister Narendra Modi. What is it to say with this? अरे ऐसे थोड़ी होता है. अरे this is your selectivity, sir. Bahrain, Dubai, Saudi, they have conferred the topmost civilian honors on Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Get out of this mindset, sir. Get out of this mindset, sir. लोगों को धर्म के नाम पे बांटना बंद करिए आप.
Will Mr. Modi, the Prime Minister, the Honorable Prime Minister of India, will inaugurate a mosque? If he is being called to inaugurate a mosque, will he do that? Being an official spokesperson of BJP, will you like to answer that? A straightforward question.
Okay, I don't know about inauguration of a mosque, but he definitely has been to a mosque in Egypt. He has been to a mosque which I went to in Madhya Pradesh. It was a Bohra Muslim mosque, but he's definitely been there. Now, let me ask the question to Samajwadi Party. Is this a dilemma, Abbas Haider, in front of the Samajwadi Party as well? The same secular hardline that you have been asked to take by parties like the IUML are saying to the Congress, other Muslim groups are saying to the Samajwadi Party.
No, Padmaja, first of all, I'm surprised that how can you let somebody spread fake news on your TV show? Some gentleman was talking about an internal survey of Samajwadi Party. I'm sitting here, I'm a spokesperson of Samajwadi Party. I don't know about anything about the survey, and he was telling something about that. So please don't let people spread fake news on your channel. First of all,
I'm giving you the chance to rebut specifically. That's
what
why
the other party or the other person is going to do. Yeah, no, you're getting to me at the end of the show. Hardly 2 minutes left. You should have let me at the same moment. You should have at least let me respond to that person, but you didn't let me. Anyways, so I'm coming back to your question. See, the problem here is, first of all, Samajwadi Party has not received any official invitation from the Bharatiya Janata Party or the trust which is being governed by the government. Second thing, I don't think there is an issue with the Mandir inauguration or the Mandir which is being built over there. It has been done after the judgment of the Honorable Apex Court of the country, and it has been accepted by every citizen. There was dispute between two parties prior to the decision, but since the decision was been made by the Supreme Court, there has been no differences, there have been no confusion about what's going to happen over there. So I don't think there is an issue at all. This has been,
because we spoke to a few people. We spoke to a few people, and I want to just hold on a second. I want to just play out for you reactions of people who have been invited to the consecration ceremony. So if you're given an invitation and you're planning to go, you will meet some of these car sevaks whose family members have been called. I think JVC wants to quickly respond to you. Then please go on. Yes, JVC.
Sunday Guardian, it is available on the net, November 19, 2023 by Roshar Bashir. is the person who has written this article. And the Samajwadi Party, when asked about the survey, Samajwadi spokesperson Kirti Nanda put up a brave face and told the Sunday Guardian, one thing is clear in Uttar Pradesh, if there is a party that can defeat the BJP in the state, it is ASP. But there is an article which has come. I've got the proof with me. I've got the proof with me. It is an article. I have sent the link. And I can send you the link also, my dear friend. I am not talking out of the blue. I've got the data with me. I've got the record with me, and based on that, I'm saying.
Okay, you are Sunday Guardian is claiming Abbas Haider has denied it, but I want you to listen to one man who is also going to be present there at the consecration ceremony. You are saying there is no dispute, there is no problem anymore, but for these families of car sevaks, those memories are not erased yet. Listen.
हमारे पिताजी की दुकान थी, यहाँ पर मीठे की दुकान थी, मिठाई उठाई थी, चाय भी की दुकान थी। अच्छा। उस समय 5 साल के थे और हमारे पिताजी उस समय विश्व हिंदू परिषद और कई संगठनों ने आह्वान पर 30 अक्टूबर को वहाँ का सेवा होने का वाला था। जगह जगह बाहर से लोग आ रहे थे और उस समय मुलायम सिंह यादव ने यहाँ पर कर्फ्यू लगा दिया था और तब भी कर्फ्यू को बचाते बचाते सब हजारों कार सेवक यहाँ पर आ गए थे। पिताजी भी हमारे यहाँ पर सभी कार सेवकों को तैयार किए थे। वहाँ पर बहुत सारे कार सेवक पहुँच गए थे और वहाँ पर झंडा वंडा फहराएं। इतने में मुलायम सिंह यादव की सरकार थी, वो आए हेलीकॉप्टर से। हेलीकॉप्टर पर पहले हरा बत्ती जल रहा था, बाद में लाल बत्ती जलने लगा और फायरिंग शुरू हो गई। उस फायरिंग में बहुत से कार सेवक मारे गए, हमारे पिताजी को भी गोली लगी थी। जितने भी कार सेवक बलिदान हुए हैं उनका बलिदान सार्थक हो गया और जिस काम के लिए पिताजी हमारे गए थे वो काम सार्थक हो गया। उससे बड़ी खुशी की बात और क्या होती जी।
Respond, Mr. Abbas Haider.
Padmaja, just ask an aviation expert what he is talking about. Hara batti, lal batti, helicopter. What is this, Padmaja? What is this? I'm saying if there is it is the duty of the person who's sitting at the helm of the administration to follow Raj Dharma. This is somebody who's sitting at the helm of the administration should do, and that was being done at that time. And now the apex scout had made a decision. Why are you making an issue out of it? There is no issue at all. Everybody is happy. Everybody has accepted that decision. The Mandir has been constructed. The Bharatiya Janata Party is just trying to use this as a political weapon. They want to politicize this issue.
Everyone is happy. Interesting. I wonder if Tala Rashadi wants to respond to that. Samajwadi Party is happy that the Ram Mandir is being built in Ayodhya. Tala Rashadi.
Yes, they have full right to be happy. That's their belief. We don't care about that. But
yes, go on, Tala.
Yes, that's their right. Yeah, they can be happy, they can be angry, they can be anything, whatever they have faith. But the Muslims, the 20% Muslims of India are looking. They want to see the true face of each and every so-called secular parties. They have to take Mulayam Singh Yadav took a stand. The Samajwadi Party should stand with the stand of Mulayam Singh Yadav. They are shifting their stand. That's their own ideology. That's their own party policy. But the Muslims of India, the people, the citizens of India who believe in the Constitution of India, they are looking.
Okay, Abbas Haider.
Any sort of appeasement on either side. They want the weaker section of the society to grow and develop. This is what they want. They don't want they should not be made political weapon. That is the Muslim of the country want.
Okay,
they want their development. That's what they want.
That is great. If that actually is the mindset of every party, it is wonderful. Final word, Guru Prakash wants to respond. Yes, Guru Prakash.
No, I think I heard the word weaker section of the society, and let me remind and educate my friends that the entire Ram temple project is being run by Shri Ram Janmabhoomi Tirth Kshetra Nyas. And what weaker section, according to you? There is one seat reserved in this Shri Ram Janmabhoomi Tirth Kshetra Nyas. Do you know who is it reserved for? For a Dalit, for a scheduled caste person, one seat is reserved in the Shri Ram Janmabhoomi Tirth Kshetra Nyas. Kameshwar Chaupal from Bihar is a member. For the weaker section, a bigger Valmiki temple is also coming in the Ram temple premises. For the weaker section that you say, Ramnami Samaj, Kabir Samaj, Ravidas Samaj will participate in tunes of lakhs in the Ram temple consecration. You have, sir, with all due respect, no right to speak on behalf of weaker section of society. You have no right to speak on behalf of weaker section of society. You are the same people. You are, because now you cannot listen to it. Sach bachta nahi hai aapko. Sach bachta nahi hai. We live in a democracy. India is run by constitution. India is not run by Sharia. India is run by constitution. यहाँ सुनना होगा आपको. भारत संविधान से चलता है, शरिया से नहीं चलता है. सुनिए आप, शांत रहिए आप.
आपको भी सुनना होगा. आपको
शरिया से नहीं चलता है. बोलते हैं तो लोग सुनते हैं, तो आपको भी सुनना पड़ेगा. सुनने का आदत डालो आप. सुनने का आदत डालो.
भूमि पूजन.
सुनने का आदत डालो आप.
आप भी आदत डाल लीजिए. आप भी आदत डालिए. Does not mean if you are sitting at the government, you can say anything.
Sir, you have to be
can talk about anything.
patient.
Okay, one at a time, please. Yes, finish your point, Guru Prakash.
लोकतंत्र है यहाँ, शरिया नहीं है. संविधान है, शरिया नहीं है.
संविधान को आप मानते कहाँ हैं? आप संविधान को मानते कहाँ हैं? Do you respect the constitution? You want to change the constitution?
हम नहीं मानते तो आप
respect the constitution.
संविधान है यहाँ, सर, शरिया नहीं है. अच्छा,
कहाँ मानते हैं आप संविधान को? कब संविधान को माना है आपने? आप तो देश के झंडे का सम्मान नहीं करते थे. आपके आरएसएस के हेडक्वार्टर में तो देश का झंडा तक नहीं फहराया गया.
देश में संविधान है. देश संविधान से चलेगा, आपके शरिया से नहीं चलेगा.
अरे आपने देश के संविधान का कहाँ सम्मान किया है?
संविधान से चलेगा.
आपने तो कहा
anyone who claims to speak in the name of the constitution should also practice the correct definition of secularism, not one which is decided by your own political exigencies. And finally, speak at least on their behalf about where they stand vis-a-vis the Ram Mandir as of today. Everyone in India is watching. Thanks, gentlemen, for joining me.